It's been a season of change, and you are on Father Figures, where, of course, you need to be every week just to check out. I guess the mistakes count is kind of what I'm thinking of this at the moment. It's like, I've been parenting for 19 years, and every now and again I think to myself, I wonder how many mistakes I've made. I mean, the kids will certainly tell you. Anyone that any parent listening knows that a child will kind of, that they'll fill you in essentially on sort of what's going on. But half the time you're dealing with that sense of, did I fail? Did I mess up? Could I have done that differently? Whatever. Here's the thing. I've decided to put kind of the theory to the test. So on this very special episode of Father Figures, I'm going to invite my children to give me some feedback. My name's Justin Michael, and you're on Father Figures. We've talked a lot about change on this season of Father Figures. What I find about the word is inherent within the word is the idea that progress can be made, or that progress should be made. Of course, progress is sometimes hard to measure. I, as a pastor over the years, have done many baby dedications. Some of you may have been to church services where they've done baby baptisms and that sort of stuff. In my tradition of church, we do what we call baby dedications, which is where the parents and the godparents stand up on the platform with the child, and they stand in front of the congregation, and they say to the congregation, we're going to do our best to raise this child with an understanding of God and all of the good morality that we desire. And the congregation says, yes, we'll support you, and the family says, essentially commits to the child that they will raise them in the way they should go. And then so often the preacher will read this verse from Proverbs 22:6, which says, train up a child in the way they should go, teaching them to seek God's wisdom and will for their abilities and talents. Even when they are old, they'll not depart from it. And it's a beautiful verse. And the first part makes sense. We go, train up a child. And the second part says, and when they grow old, they will not depart from it. Here's the kicker. Often we look around and we think, pretty sure that person was trained pretty well, was raised in a pretty good environment. What on earth went wrong there? Maybe you're looking in the mirror and asking it yourself. I do sometimes. Here's what C.S. Lewis says. We all want progress, but progress means getting nearer to the place where you want to be. And if you have taken a wrong turning, then to go forward does not get you any nearer. If you're on the wrong road, progress means doing an about turn and walking back to the right road. And in that case, the man who turns back soonest is the most progressive man. There's nothing progressive about being pig-headed and refusing to admit a mistake. So, if you're attempting to parent at the moment and you haven't checked in with your kids for a while, can I recommend you give it a crack? Can I recommend you ask the kids how you're doing? Because so often we're trying to get it right and we're not exactly sure if the kids think we're getting it right. And kids, kids have this incredible ability to be honest with us, to speak truth to us. And if we're humble enough, we just might learn a thing or two from them. So on this very special episode, I decided to sit down with my children. We have 5 children, Jody and I, 4 boys and a girl. And I think during the interview, all 5 of them came through. I can't, I tried my best to get them to all sit still, train up a child in the way they should sit, and they will definitely leave and go and watch TV instead. That's what the proverb should have said. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this frank and honest chat, or as best we could, with my children, asking them to assess me. And look, I did use some Steve Biddulph wisdom. Steve Biddulph, who famously wrote Raising Boys. I used some of his wisdom to frame a few of our questions. But I think this is going to be part 1. We might do a part 2 at some point. But I'd like to introduce you to Noah, Luca, Ari, Hope, and Quinn as they give me some feedback on parenting. Steve Biddulph, I read this earlier. Steve Biddulph says that the top 10 tips for parenting boys, right? So he famously wrote a book called Raising Boys. You are boys. I've been part of raising you. I think I've done a pretty awesome job, really. But did you know that boys develop in 3 key stages? 0 to 6 need love and security, especially from their mother. 0 to 6, did you know that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 6 to 14, they look to their father or a father figure. right? 14 plus, they look to the world of men, coaches, mentors, teachers for identity and purpose. So one of the things that's been interesting to me during this father figure season, we've talked about change. So I thought what I'd do is ask the generations of boys that I've raised what they think. And I think I've said, can you throw the mic to Noah for me?
Yep.
Yeah.
So Noah, you're the eldest in our family.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you at the time of recording? How old are you?
19, 20 in what? 2-3 months?
Yeah.
3 months?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm old.
You're old as. How old are you, Quinny?
9 years old.
9 years old. When did you turn 9?
Yesterday.
Oh yeah. And what was the coolest present you got for your birthday? You don't have to answer.
Basketball shoes and Lego.
Really?
Yeah.
Basketball shoes made of Lego or just basketball shoes and Lego?
Basketball shoes and Lego.
Nice. All right. So, who's your favourite, mum or dad?
Why would I answer that?
See, and that's wisdom. Did I teach you that, or do you just know that? That's wisdom. Okay, hand the mic back to your big brother.
Thanks, Carl.
So, big brother, you're in charge. You started out... Did you remember being just the two of you, just Luca and you together?
Yeah.
Do you remember the change that happened? Do you remember the feeling of the change? Because you were about at the age where, certainly by Steve Biddulph's theories, you were moving into looking to me rather than to mum.
Yeah, I was like, what, 13? No.
No. When Ari showed up.
Oh, when Ari showed up.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Oh, turning 13.
Yeah, so I can't do math. 5 years.
7. You're 7.
So what you're 19. He's
You're
12. So that's 7 years older.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I was in grade 1.
Yeah. Okay. Do you remember that change? Do you remember Ari showing up?
Not really.
Yeah.
I remember Luca. Only like vivid memories. I'm not sure if I remember too much of Ari.
Oh.
Sad.
I remember the day Ari was born and the day that Mum told us that she was pregnant.
Really?
That's the day that I remember in my brain. We were at...
Where else would you remember it, just by the way?
Just in general?
No, well, if you were remembering somewhere else, wouldn't a memory always occur in your brain?
Could come from my feet. You never know. Could be a brain down there somewhere. But in this time, this instance, the brain is in my head. And the memory that I had in that brain was when we went to the park at... Where's it at? The Eastern Beach Gardens. Eastern Gardens. We were at the park and... We're in this car park, and all I remember is me and Noah standing there and looking at Mum, and it was just me, Mum, and Noah.
Yeah.
And Mum just kind of dropped the bomb that she, like, there was a baby in her.
How do you remember this?
And we were like, I think I was a little bit like, oh, that's weird. Is there a human in you? Like, because obviously I was after
I can tell you
Noah.
if you like.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
no, I'm okay. Don't need those
How much
details.
trauma do you need today?
Not much.
How much?
Yeah, I'm fine without the trauma. But
There's no more trauma that you can't give up.
Oh yeah, your life has been so hard.
Yeah, it's been pretty difficult.
Pretty
yeah,
difficult.
it's been tough stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So I do remember the day that Ari was born.
But both of you boys would remember when the twins. So the twins are 9 now.
I remember when the twins were born.
So you were 10.
Right.
You were 10, and Luca, you were.
I turned
terrible.
9 yesterday.
Hey, you turned 9 yesterday. Yeah, no, and congratulations on that. Who's your favourite, mum or dad?
Can't answer that.
What was that, Quinny?
Not allowed to answer that.
We're not allowed to answer that. It is true. It is true, buddy.
It's true that you're not allowed to answer it. Is that right?
Yeah.
Not allowed to
No,
answer
fair
that
enough, fair
question.
Okay, so back
It's like,
to you.
who's your favourite
So
child?
Noah and Luca. So Steve Biddulph talks about these sort of 3 distinct stages of children, 0 to 6, the love and security of mum, looking to father figures 6 to 14, and then 14 plus years looking to the world of men. So you're thinking coaches, mentors, and teachers are the ones that came up. So I reckon it's been fascinating, the change that's happened for our family, particularly in the last couple of years. Yeah. So if you were looking for someone other than me, do you guys feel like you have men in your life right now? You don't have to name them, but are there blokes in your life right now that you think you'd look to as a father figure as well? Is there a teacher that really inspires you? Is there a coach that has led you well?
I don't know. I feel like most men in my life are like, go on, kind of. They're kind of like waves.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I have anyone specifically right now. But there's been a few that just pop up here and there throughout my life. But there's not been like a.
What role have those guys been?
Unless I was like granddad or something.
You can name granddad. That's okay.
Yeah.
Pop.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at granddad, do you ever ask him key questions, or is it you just
it's
like
usually
his presence?
Usually, it's like his presence. We usually just banter, talk about footy.
Yeah, as long as there's footy to talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there a teacher you remember from high school? I guess my question would be: is it a particular subject that you liked that the teacher connected you to? Do you remember?
Not really. I mean, there was. I mean, our school definitely had a lot of good teachers that wanted to. Some good role models that wanted to have a relationship with you.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like. I mean, I enjoyed school in primary school, I think, but yeah, I can't remember getting drawn to a class. Oh yeah.
Sit on the floor.
I always loved PA. So
right there,
deep.
right there.
Mr. How do you say his last name?
Super.
Yeah, that.
Sontarine.
PA was good.
Right.
Stubbings, etc.
Stubbings, yeah.
Whatever.
And he was a PE, was it?
No, Stubbings.
Stubbings was a homeroom teacher for me, and then DP was PA. Most of I love PA.
I guess it's a leading question, because what I'm trying to figure out is the role models that we have, the male role models that we have, for me at least, led me towards they directly correlated with the gifts and interests that I had.
Yeah.
So there's one guy, Ando, that I've told you about, who's a musician, and he was a Christian dude. He was part of our church, so kind of connected the faith connection with the music connection. For you, Luca, I think when I look back, it's been a little bit of maybe like youth leaders, that type of person.
Yeah, I think in my life, there's definitely been a lot of, like, same as Noah, just a wave of people. I remember back, I think it was year 4 when I was still in kids' church. I had, I used to go out to get Maccas with one of my kids' church leaders, and they used to take me after school in his cool car. I think it was a convertible. We used to drive along.
By the way, we had signed off on that. Okay,
yes,
there was an agreement.
Yes.
Trusted adult in our lives.
Yeah.
Just for all those listening, I'm going, sorry, what was happening there? it was something.
Yeah,
that was also 15 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time
But it's a
ago.
great reminder, because at that time, we knew you were struggling in social settings. We didn't know why. We didn't know about your vision issue. Just for everyone listening, what's the issue you have? I mean,
But well, it's kind of hard to explain because we haven't had a yes or a no on what it is particularly. But we think it's a mixed version of visual snow. I have light sensitivity. There's a study with like a. Oh, what's it called?
Erlen's?
It's called Erlen's. Erlen's syndrome, I think it's called. And that's just it's just a light sensitivity in so eye science isn't there yet, but
essentially we were watching you as a small child going, he doesn't want to be in the room. We thought maybe we thought anything from he's angry to he's shy to all of these people are scary to him.
I think the room was scary to me.
The room was scary to you.
Yeah.
Which may help some parents who have got kids who are thinking we take them into a kid's activity and they freak out. I think for me, one of the early parenting lessons was we would take you kids to things that we went, they'll love this, and you'd build up for it and you'd pay money for it even, and you'd take time. And if your kids don't love it, it's actually difficult as a parent to go. That's because we've done all this effort, and so you're trying to encourage your child. And in your case, we encouraged you into things that you absolutely couldn't handle.
I reckon so.
Do you remember anything like that? Because you're not a particularly what I would describe as an outgoing guy.
Yeah.
I think you take a bit more after mum, is my general thought. What do you think?
About
just your personality, and do you remember us taking you into social settings, what you enjoyed, what you didn't enjoy?
I mean, I'm kind of same as Luca. I've never really enjoyed being out and about, I guess, meeting new people. You're a homebody.
It's come. We've gotten used to it as we've got. I've
gotten better. I've gotten better. But
in Macca's, you had to naturally meet everybody, and we've never had somebody who was there through it all. Yeah. But we've had people that were there through different seasons.
Yeah. So, Dad and the Boys Part 1. On the stage today, I have a 12 going on 13-year-old, a 19-ish year old, almost 20, and a 17-ish year old. Year 11, first year uni, first or second year uni, depending. How do you tell? Because it's a 3-year degree that you're doing in 2 years.
I'm in my first year.
But when do you know if you're in your second year?
When I get to the second year.
But don't you do 3 years in 2 years?
Yeah, but there's only 2 years.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So technically, somewhere in the middle is second year uni.
No, you're right.
That's what I'm saying. And then, yes, and then you're in grade 6 going to year 7, right, AJ? Yeah, okay. So I think the things that I've quickly done some research, boys. So I'm just going to see, you can score me along these. These are the top 10 tips from Steve Biddulph, who wrote Raising Boys, very famous Australian child psychologist.
Just like quick fire?
Yeah, here we go. So boys need active love. Boys respond best to love that's physical, playful and practical. Yes?
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who likes the roughest player? Like the three of you, if we're wrestling, who bails first?
Me.
Yeah, I'd say I'm probably the best.
Yeah.
As in, no, I'd probably like keep going.
Oh, okay. Try and beat me.
He tried to beat me the other day. This is the first time I ever beat him.
When? When did you beat me?
Yeah, well,
I beat you, and then
for a moment.
we beat you for a moment, and then you decided to jump on us when we went watching. And then,
Oh, rubbish. All right, so boys need active love. So that's that physical, playful, practical. So one of the wrestling on the floor, building things together, joking affectionately.
No.
What?
What's the difference, AJ?
You suck.
What's
Affectionately.
Yeah, give the mic to AJ. What's the
Affectionately.
difference? What's the difference between a joke that's mean and a
Affectionately.
joke that's affectionate?
There is no such thing as an affectionate joke in brothers. I don't think.
Oh, okay. You think
What- you-
you think all of them have a little bit of
Niggle.
sarcasm to
A
it?
little bit of niggle.
So if Noah's having a laugh, you think he's having a laugh at your expense? He's laughing at you, not with you.
No, not.
with you.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes.
Can I just say, for all those who aren't watching this, we just saw a wry grin from Noah that suggested that his response was sarcastic.
Sorry, yeah. I just stated that.
Yeah. So he goes on to say that boys need good men to copy. So obviously, I am the male, protagonist in your story, but I'm the guy. I'm the male that you see the most. I mean, your life the most.
Yeah.
So when I look at it's sort of the list is coaches, teachers, pastors, boys. So boys can see what good men look like in real life. Do you guys feel like you've seen enough good men in your life?
Yeah. I feel like growing up through Kid in Your Church and a little bit of wherever we've been surrounded by pretty good men. I mean, obviously there's a few ones, a few odd ones here and there.
Odd ones.
Well, not odd.
The men are odd, or there's
Just
an odd amount of them. What do you say?
yeah, but no, there's been a good people around us. I think through every step, which has been good. Yeah.
I was just gonna say that I think also at the school we're at, we have a lot of like good male models around us. Like all the teachers are there. Male models. Yeah,
male models can't
lots of No. At our school, we have a lot of guys. We have a lot of like.
Sorry, I need to finish.
Yeah, males that
what
are
is
like.
this, a centre for ants? Sorry. Anyway, moving on.
Anyway,
male models.
Yes,
that was a male model joke.
Role models.
Role models. We have a lot of role models at our school that are like genuinely good. Like they're good people to us. Like they get around us. They champion us in what we're doing.
So like school has a good culture.
School has a good culture for us to grow up around. Yeah,
I'm so glad that we got that. Hey, Quinny.
Quinn's here for his cookies.
Who's the bloke that you look up to the most?
What's a bloke?
A guy. Well, I like
who's the man in your life that you look up to the most?
Daddy.
Hey, how much did I have to pay you to say that?
Cookies.
Love you, buddy. So what about you, AJ? Now you're just sort of starting out. You're only 12. Mm-hmm. Is there a coach or a teacher or maybe a pastor that's been there or someone like that you think of? Because according to the stats, you're just moving into this stage now where you'll start to look beyond me at home and find other guys, other trustworthy men.
I don't know. I don't know if I've hit that stage yet.
Yeah,
but
that's all right.
I guess my teachers at school. I don't really know anyone outside of school though. So.
Yeah, and I guess that's the point. Is that what we're saying is that school is its own ecosystem, home is its own ecosystem. But these two boys, our older brothers, have a new ecosystem. So you guys have jobs, you're at uni, you've got new communities forming. So the idea is that every time change occurs and a new community is introduced, the idea is that however we've trained you at home, you take those values with you there. All right, so I need you guys, because I know we don't have long.
Yeah, we have.
Okay, give me a rating out of 10. This is the term is emotional literacy. It says boys often struggle to name or manage feelings. So do you think Mum and I have done okay at helping you naming and managing feelings?
Yeah, I think everybody struggles with it, but just naturally, like it doesn't come naturally to a lot of people. But I think, like for me personally, in my own story, is kind of like trying to like figure out what the feelings I'm feeling and like why I'm feeling them, and then try and like do something to like either like settle them down or to just feel them, because you know sometimes you just gotta feel feelings.
Feel the feelings.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'd probably say I'm a good 6 in there. Yeah.
I see you're rating you on that. Yeah, fair enough.
Myself.
No, you can rate you, because that's. Yeah. I mean, it still says to me, hey, there's room to grow there. Yeah.
Yep. So emotional intelligence. I mean, I think.
Can you name and understand your feelings? Is really the skill set.
Yes.
And of course, Luke is saying, hey, we're all complex and we're all going to, I'm 47 and learning about the new version of me. But because you keep changing,
No, I mean, I feel like you guys have done a good job. I feel like most men or like boys struggle with it a lot. But I feel like you and Mum have normalized it so much to the point where it's like, I didn't know people struggled with it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Until, like 13 or something. But
yeah, so you started talking to other mates and you're thinking, how do you not know how to talk about this stuff?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, because it comes naturally to me, and that's not an ego thing. I think that's because you guys have displayed that really well. So it just kind of just comes normally.
Do you want to talk to this one, AJ?
Emotional intelligence?
Because, no, we're talking about, are you able to name and are you able to understand and name your feelings? Even if you don't understand them, do you find that you're able to talk about them, I guess, might be the question.
With you guys, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are your brothers nice to you about it?
Oh, yeah, you're with my family, yes.
Oh, cool. Hey, you guys got a rating. Well done. All right.
Not with friends.
Setting clear boundaries and expectations. So, do you feel like when you walk into the house, you know what the boundaries and the expectations are?
Yeah, it's like a schoolyard. No, it's like, Should we
get a school bell?
No, like, it's like, no.
I left school for that.
You left school just to get away from the bell.
It's like, like where you can and can't go, like the basic ground rules and stuff.
Yeah, okay. That's good. Yeah. What about you, Flinny?
I think being the oldest, growing up with a lot of siblings, it makes it a lot easier to know what's right and what's wrong. I guess, like in a family setting. Like, I mean, there's so many different sorts of families out there, but I think just in our big family, I think you guys have done a good job of showing me like what's okay and what's not okay to do, say, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Any comment there, Luca?
Yeah, I think you guys have set a good standard for us to just kind of like take into our worlds that we live in, to just bring that, we understand where to go and where not to go, whether that's emotionally, physically, all of the above. Like, I think we just kind of have this natural understanding from just like how we live in the house, I guess. Unknown how we watch you guys interact with other people. Yeah. We observe you have that boundary and stuff with others. So
good. Yeah. There you go.
So I think that's a cool thing that we have.
Last thought before we go. Connection over correction. Do you guys feel like you have more connection than you do correction? Do we work okay on... Because obviously we have to correct you a lot. Your children, we're raising you, whatever. But do you feel... and again, it's a loaded question, but do you feel that... I always think correction works if there's a relationship to base it off, yeah? So that's what connection is.
For the amount of times that you've told everyone off, not aiming on you, but you've got 5 kids and it's been 19 years, there's bound to be a lot of times. I feel like the connection's been still there throughout the whole time, so it's not like it's a bad thing. Like, you don't just correct us and that's it.
Yeah. Okay, good.
You guys have done a good job of also connecting.
What do you reckon, AJ? Doing okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Luca?
Yep, I reckon you done it well.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was 15 minutes with my sons. They're going to go play basketball, so good luck.
Thank you very much. We'll win.
Well, there you go. I think I got an okay rating. I'm happy enough with that. Yeah, they sat still for a little while and then they all had to race off anyway because, I don't know their schedules. Why would I know their schedules? I'm just their dad. But to all the parents out there who are trying their best to do well and you're wondering if you've made a few mistakes, first of all, check in with your trusted friend and just say help. But hey, why not take the kids for a chat and check in with them? Because the person that turns around first, as C.S. Lewis said, if you've taken a wrong turn, the person who turns around and walks back to where they're supposed to be, that's the wise person, not the person who just plows on hoping they're doing the right thing. Check in with each other, check in with your kids, and see if you can walk together just that little bit smoother this week. Thanks for listening to Father Figures. My name's Justin. God bless.